You've got it tuned to KEXP. We are listener-powered radio at 90.3 FM in Seattle, 92.7 FM in the Bay Area, streaming around the world at kexp.org, also on our free mobile app. I'm Cheryl Waters. I am here in the KEXP studios with a band that has one of my favorite records of 2024, English Teacher. Welcome.
Hi. Thank you for having us.
Feel like I've been waiting a very long time to host you in studio. This could be Texas, one of the best records of the year. I'm so excited to hear you perform these songs live. You ready?
Yeah, I think so.
It's English Teacher live on KEXP.
It's the year of the ox. Dress me up and try to guess my weight. There's 800 people gathered at a fair. In the machine age, that's the wisdom of the crowd. The more the merrier. Ignore the farmer and his pitchfork. Walk through the heather, I put it into verse. I put it in an envelope. I put it in the postbox, and someone puts it in your house. And that house is in a town. That town ain't far from here, but it doesn't feel very near. And that town is in a state, and that state is in a country, and that country's in a bad state. There's a familiar atmosphere about the place, and in the end they might thank me with a garden in my name, 'cause I walked through the heather.
You're listening to English Teacher live on KEXP.
Mostly it feels like a waste. There's so much laughter unkind that I've forgotten the taste. So many people
That sounded great to me. You've got it tuned to KEXP, where the music matters. English Teacher live.
Broken English, broken home, broken biscuits, broken phone, broken up, broken down, broken biscuits, broken down. Shoes were bought, broken in, one new pair, brace of pain, broken up, broken down, broken biscuits, broken most bones are breaking. There's cutouts in the photographs, I'm splitting art descriptions like broken biscuits. Living room, broken bones, the seats cut 'cause the copy's cracked. It's smithereens across the carpet like broken biscuits. Can a river stop its banks from bursting? We'll blame the council, not the rain. No preparation for the breakdown. My mum's bones are breaking, and there's clouds in the photograph. So we're splitting our prescriptions like they're broken biscuits.
You're listening to English Teacher live on KEXP, songs from their debut album, This Could Be Texas.
Doesn't like the sun. I run in the rain. But leave me for days, and I'll go insane. You'll blister my paint. You'll blister my paint. You blister my paint. I dreamt about that kiss every night so far this week. I hope I don't tonight. I hope I break the streak. Your overexposure makes my eyes weak, but I can't look away. You're so hot when you leave me. I feel you sitting there with your third degree glaring holes into me. Sortez-moi du soleil. Oh, you blister my paint. You blister my paint. You blister my paint. I dreamt about that kiss every night so far this weekend. I hope I don't tonight. I hope I break the streak. Your overexposure makes my eyes weak, but I can't look away. You're so hot when you leave me, and you blister my paint. 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 Hail Mary.
That was beautiful.
Got a taste of what it feels like to be close enough, and I hope I can get my mind right so I can keep it up. I've been writing R&B for you. I've been making you the tip before you know it's what you need. Tell me, is it too sweet for you? 'Cause I've been writing R&B, but I should be writing for me and mine. I don't know if you heard, but there's a whole pile of it. The thing is, I got a taste of what it feels like to be close enough, and I hope I can get my mind right so I can keep it up. I can't be writing R&B for you. I'll be making me a coffee while you're spinning back to sleep, and I'm still sweet for you. I'll be writing R&B.
That's English Teacher live on KEXP, the song R&B, and we affectionately call that one the KEXP song.
Such a compliment.
Right back at you.
3 blocks short of a dry stone wall, Steve's my son used to play in the fall. Primary colors on the way to the public house to break up the fight between a mistress and a mother and a lover and his spouse. But don't take that prejudice to heart. They hate everyone. The world around them never showed how loving can be fun. And that's why they are how they are. And that's why they don't get very far. That's why they are how they are. And that's why they don't get very far. Watching the sun settle down. When we were younger, we would complain, go find something to do. Mom said there was now. But now I don't see those cobbles and curbs, and I don't hear the blues anymore. I've got a war of roses forehead. I am the stem, and I am the thorn. So don't take our prejudice to heart. We hate everyone. The world around us never showed how loving can be fun. And that's why we are how we are. That's why we don't get very far. That's why we are how we are. And that's why that's the end.
Outstanding.
Oh, thank you.
It's English Teacher live on KEXP, songs from the incredible album, This Could Be Texas. I can't tell you what a joy it is to have you here in this room with me right now.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
We have been loving the record. It is just so incredible, and everyone pretty much seems to be in agreement about that, I would say. You just recently won the Mercury Prize for it. Congratulations. Has that settled in at all with you yet?
No. I keep forgetting and then remembering again, and it's kind of...
Yeah, it still feels like a weird dream.
Mm-hmm.
Great dream.
All of this feels like a weird dream.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully a great weird dream.
Oh, yeah, great dream.
You came out of the gates a couple of years ago with some really impactful songs that caught people's attention and really started to build up quite a fan base for the band. And instead of sticking with that one sound that pricked up everybody's ears, you surprised, delighted, and I would say maybe to some even challenged your listeners and forged into new territory and just made this beautiful, exciting record that melds together all different kinds of sounds. And can you talk a little bit about how you approached this record and what your vision was for it?
Oh, I feel like it's like an everything up until now project, isn't it, this one?
Yeah, but that it's really nice to say that. That's a huge compliment, because I think, kind of not wanting to box ourselves into that one specific thing that we did was definitely an aim. And we were worried it was going to be a little bit chaotic. I don't know if it was going to kind of feel like a cohesive body of work, but yeah,
it was
okay.
You've got to be incredibly proud of it.
Yeah, I
think we definitely are. Definitely am now, especially.
I think we were really nervous, to be honest, when we first were creating that album. We are, to different degrees, quite self-deprecating and to different degrees quite shy. And I think, I don't know, I feel like there's more confidence now that we didn't expect to.
Yeah, definitely more confidence on music, for sure.
Were you nervous about outside expectations? Or, when you were writing and creating the record, were you able to let yourselves just be in your own heads and enjoy the process, or were you second-guessing yourself in that time as well?
I think we were in our own heads, but the wrong way.
Yeah, we were deep in it.
Yeah, and in each other's heads as well.
Oh, yeah.
Sort of big, colossal brain.
What was the recording process like for this record? How long did it take? How long were you working on this?
The main chunk of it was over 2 weeks, give or take, with Martlew at Pony Studios in Hackney. But then we also did some of the singles, Rack Studios and Church.
Yeah.
Which were kind of a little bit earlier in the year, but for the vast majority of it was done in the spring at Pony Studios.
Was bringing Marta in to work on this with you something that ended up bringing new elements to the band? What was she able to add to it?
Yeah, massively. I feel like a lot of the kind of... She really understood the themes and the narrative that we were kind of going for with it, which is really important, because she then kind of added these details and background sounds in terms of using delays and stuff to create, I guess the more sci-fi kind of sounds, which is something that I feel like brings quite a chaotic album into a bit more of cohesion. So I'm really grateful to her for that.
Yeah, I'm literally trying to copy what she did on Blister My Paint. I'm just trying to learn the delay performance that she did on Blister. I'm just literally trying to copy that.
It was very fun to watch you on the ground there with Blister My Paint, and I just don't even know where to look or listen. The songs are so different, and there's so many different sounds. It's just such an oral adventure. It's just incredible. And Lily, you have such a gorgeous voice, and on top of all this beautiful instrumentation, you have these insightful lyrics that are just bejeweled with humor, feel very observational. Where do you find inspiration, and what are you wanting to address in your songs?
I think a lot of the time for me, writing is a way that I process things that I feel like should be talked about more, in terms of I need to talk about it because it's bothering me. So that's, I guess, a lot of the inspiration is drawn from there. But then in terms of influences and stuff, humour, you're right. I don't know. I think sometimes I try and be funny a bit too much. That doesn't make... I like poetry and film and stuff that has an element of comedy to it, even if it's like dark. So, yeah.
Where does the title of the record come from? This Could Be Texas, and that beautiful opening track, which tells us a little bit about that, maybe.
We were walking around a suburb of Leeds called Burley, and it was the middle of summer, and it was all kind of like car park and road, and I was like, oh, this could be Texas. Like, if you squint. I think we were talking about
It's like really hot as well outside.
Yeah, it was like boiling. And we just really liked it as a phrase, and it was kind of meaningless, and then we gave meaning to it later on. The song, This Could Be Texas, was about the process of writing the album. And it kind of like tied with some of the themes in that song, so it became like a natural name for that song, and then it was like the natural name for the album.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I do feel like I have to ask about the song R&B. A KEXP listener was actually the first person to draw my attention to the fact that you name-check KEXP in that song, which I absolutely love that that's the way I found out about that. It shows the symbiotic relationship that we have in our music community between KEXP and the artists and also our listeners who are worldwide. And suffice it to say, I was chuffed. How does it feel to perform that live here at KEXP? Lee, you kind of had trouble holding a straight face the first time you said KEXP
Yeah, did you notice?
just now.
I
did.
Like, I was trying not to like giggle.
But then you really leaned into it.
Yeah, then I got in character a bit more. It's really surreal. I mean, you know, you talk about things like the Mercury Prize and like this. These are all things that we kind of, when we were making the band, we would watch KEXP videos together to get inspired, right?
Yeah, in between, I think literally during that era of when we were putting together R&B, I remember us going into your old like kitchen, like lounge bit, and sitting down and watching KEXP as a break when we were trying to figure out songs.
But it was, I think it rhymed with R&B, which was really lucky.
Phew! Lucky for us.
But yeah, I think more than that, I think you're right. When you talk about like the symbiotic relationship, because I think I was thinking in the bathroom before we started doing this that essentially like we've gone from kind of like fan to artist, and I think it's quite interesting that you can that process of being sort of like the music nerd, the music fan, and then making it here is the fact that that's still possible is quite interesting and cool.
It's totally surreal.
Well, it's quite an honor for us, and we absolutely love the song. And you all grew up in different places, but you met at university in Leeds, and you're a band with strong independent roots. You've spoken at length about the advantage of being a part of a small local music scene. Can you talk a bit about how your local community supported you as a young band and the importance that can have for musicians? I mean, how important was that for you?
Completely vital. We literally wouldn't be here. The first single, R&B, we were just talking about, that was the money to record that was given to us by, was it PRS funding that you could apply for, and we were helped with the process by Music Leeds, which were great kind of helping Leeds
organisation. Yeah. And the scenes are like, I mean, me and Lewis still live there, so we're still kind of a part of it, although I wish we were at home a little bit more to see our friends' bands and stuff.
Never,
but they're just so welcoming. When I first started playing in the Leeds scene, I'd never played my own music before. I'd only sung like covers and stuff, and someone actually let me play, so I'm really grateful for that.
Well, I know you all have been doing this for a while. You were even in another band before you became English teacher, but to some of your fans, it does seem like it's been a pretty meteoric rise. You're so talented, and people have taken notice of that pretty quickly. And sometimes I worry for bands that happens so fast they don't get a chance to, get their leggings. I mean, are you taking it at a good pace, surrounding yourself with good people, finding ways to keep this something that you can enjoy in the moment and maybe make a long-term career out of? How have you been able to find your leggings there?
I think it's a never-ending process, really. I think, we're still trying to figure a lot of it out, but I think we've definitely looked a lot better. This year has been an absolute whirlwind. At different points, we've been struggling with the tour schedule. It's been good. We're definitely adjusting to it, but it still hasn't. None of it's really sunk in. It still feels like. I think when when we go home and have a couple of weeks, which will be soon after this actually, I think then it will really sink in, the kind of everything that's happened over the past few months. But yeah.
Well, don't forget, you're supposed to be having fun with this, and we love what you're doing, so just keep doing it, and thank you so much for stopping by today. This Could Be Texas, one of the best records of the year, and it's been such a pleasure to have you share these songs with the KEXP audience.
I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Such a joy to have English Teacher live in the KEXP studios, and we're so thankful to the band for stopping by today, and also to our listeners and viewers for making sessions like this possible. Thank you for helping us discover great music here at KEXP. You can learn more about us at kexp.org. We are listener-powered, so you can make a gift in support of KEXP and make sure we can continue to discover great bands like English Teacher and so many more. And subscribe to our YouTube channel. You'll get notification every time we launch a new video. And again, a big thank you to English Teacher live on KEXP.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Discover new music at listener-powered KEXP.org.